Hello everyone. So this is the PBE, and this is for the pre-season updates. They are revamping totally the Masteries. I actually haven't looked at many of these, so it's new to me as well. What's interesting, let's reset all these, is that when you buy a level, it spends all the points in it, and I guess you don't get it until you have maxed it out, maybe? So let's see. Anyway, so we've got Resolve, Cunning, and Ferocity are the branches now. So in our Tier 1, and I believe you can only pick one of these. Oh no, I guess you can't pick the second one as well. All right. So some of these, I don't know how it maxed out or not. All right, let's start out. Recovery is 0.4 health regen per 5. And, okay, it is per rank. So I guess you can just click on it once and it maxes it, or, well, it did for that one. Oh, look at that. So yes, you can only have one or the other. And you can split it, but each tier can only spend 5 points, it looks like. So I'm at 3, 2, I click to go to 4, it brings it down to 1. I click here, it brings it down to... So yeah, you can only have 1. Oops, cancel. Didn't want to say that. Anyway, so yeah, recovery is health regen, maxes out at 2 health per 5. Or Unyielding, which is plus 6% bonus armor and magic resist. Okay, and then we have Explorer. So these are 1 point masteries. Explorer is 12% or 12 movement speed in brush and river. Or Tough Skin, you take 2 less damage from champion and monster basic attacks. And then for Tier 3, Runic Armor, which is 8, what was it? Plus 1.6% bonus to all shields and healing on you, including lifesteal and regen. So at max rank, it's 5 or 8%. Or Veteran's Scars, which is percentage total health, 4% total health at the max, or 0.8 per rank. So you could split it. All right, so then Tier 4, we have Insight. Your summoner spells have 15% reduced cooldown. Or Perseverance, which is plus 50% health regen, increased to plus 200% when low, or when below 20%. So definitely, actually, that's the Mundo route. Rank 5 is Swiftness, which is plus 3% tenacity and slow resist, so plus 15%. Or Legendary Guardian, which is 0.4 armor magic resist for each nearby enemy champion. So plus 2 magic and armor resist for each nearby champion. To me, that seems quite low for a Tier 4. I mean, yeah, I mean, in a team fight, so that's 10 extra armor and 10 extra magic resist. That doesn't seem like a ton to me. So then our last point, we've got Grasp of the Undying. Every 4 seconds in combat, your next attack against an enemy champion steals life equal to 3% of your max health, halved for ranged champions. Ooh. Strength of the Ages. Siege minions and large monsters that you or your nearby allies kill grant you 20 and 10 permanent health, respectively. So, alright, so if you kill it, it's 20. If they kill it, it's 10, to a 300% maximum. After reaching the maximum bonus, further nearby siege minion kills restore 100 health. Bond of Stone, 4% damage reduction while near an ally, so that's flat out. And then while near an ally, this bonus is doubled, and 8% of the damage they would take from champions is dealt to you instead. Cannot reduce you below 15% health. Interesting. So is your tank so in a team fight, you would be taking while near an ally. So I don't know if this would be only one champion, or if this would be all 5, all other 4. So that'd be a 24% of the damage dealt to enemies, or to allies, would go to you. But you would then take 8% less damage altogether. It's interesting. We'll see. Not sure. I mean, this is definitely the tank route. All right, so that put 18 points in resolve, and that's the max you can put in a tree is 18 points. So then we've got the cunning tree. Wanderer is 0.6 movement speed out of combat, or 3% total, maxed out. And then savagery, basic attacks and single target spells deal 1 bonus damage to minions and monsters. So then you do 5 bonus maxed out. So definitely this is the jungle route. So let's see, return points. So let's see, then we have our rank 2 is Runic Affinity. Buffs granted by jungle monsters last 15% longer, including epic monsters and River Shrine. And then the secret stash. Your potions, flask, and elixirs last 10% longer. Additionally, your potions are replaced with biscuits that restore 20 health and 10 mana instantly upon consumption. For a jungler, especially you can go down this route for a support. I don't know if that's where you'd go. Rank 3 is Merciless. Deal 1% increased damage to champions below 40%. So let's see, 5%. Or Meditation, once every 5 seconds, regenerate 0.3% of your missing mana. So 1.5% of your missing mana. Oh, nice. So for be interesting to see, like, for a mid lane AP, how you would build this, because since they've removed mana potions, this is every 5 seconds you regenerate 1.5% of your missing mana. But I was going to do this for as if it was a jungle. So then rank 4 with Bandit, gain 1 gold for every for each nearby minion killed by allied champion. Gain an additional 3 gold, or 10 if you're melee, when hitting an enemy champion with a basic attack. Cannot occur more than once every 5 seconds. So I'm wondering how they're wanting. So it's not like, you have a defensive tree. I mean, well, okay, this is the defensive tree. This is the utility tree, and this is the attack, I guess, is how it's going to go. All right, so that's Bandit. Then next we have Dangerous Games. Champion kills and assist, restore 5% of your missing mana and health. Then we have Precision. For rank 5, we've got Precision. Gain 0.6 plus 0.06 per level of armor and magic penetration. Or Intelligence, which is your cooldown reduction cap, is increased by 1%. Gain 1% cooldown reduction. Oh, so you can get an extra. So you can go to 45% cooldown reduction. That's going to be interesting. That's going to be really interesting. I'm going to have to play around with this. So then, Thunderlords. All right, we'll do this one first. Storm Raiders Surge, dealing 30% of a champion's maximum health within 2 seconds, grants you 35% movement speed for 3 seconds, 10%, a 10-second cooldown. Your third attack or spell on an enemy champion shocks the area around them. Oh, this is called Thunderlord Decree. So it shocks the ground around them, dealing 10 damage per level, plus 20% of your bonus attack damage, or 10% of your AP power as magic damage to enemies in the area with a 30-second cooldown. And then we have Windspeaker's Blessing. Your heals and shields are 10% stronger. Additionally, your shields and heals increase your target's resistance by 15% for 3 seconds when used on an ally other than yourself. Okay. Alright, then we've got the Ferocity Tree. Starts out with Fury, which is 0.8% attack speed or 4% attack speed when maxed out. Or Sorcery, which is 0.4% increased ability and spell damage, or 2% maxed out. Then we have a Double-Edged Sword. Melee, deal an additional 3% damage, take an additional 1.5% damage. Ranged, deal an additional 2% damage. So you don't take extra damage if you're ranged, but it's 1% less. And then Feast, killing a unit restores 20 health on a 20-second cooldown. And then Vampirism, 0.5% lifesteal or spell vamp, so 2.5 lifesteal or spell vamp at tier 3. Or Nature's Talent, 2 attack damage and 3 ability power at 18th level. So it's 0.11 attack and 0.16 per level. Or let's max it out. So it's a total of plus 10 damage and 15 ability power at 18. Yeah, that's interesting. I definitely think I'd go with the Vampirism, but that's me. You deal 1%. Alright, so then tier 4, we have Bounty Hunter. You deal 1% increased damage for each unique enemy champion you kill. So in a team fight, a Penta gives you 5% increased damage. Or Oppressor, you deal, and these are 1-pointers, yes. You deal 2.5% increased damage to targets with impaired movement, slows or stuns, taunts, etc. Battering Blows is tier 5. 1.4% armor penetration, or 7%. So wasn't there one up here that gave another armor pen? Or was it in this tree? So I'm just curious to what type of armor pen you can get maxed out. So Battering Blows. And then Piercing Thoughts is 1.4% mana, or a magic pen. So you can split it between the two. And then, so what could you, how would you, 7%, and what was this one? Also 7%. And then, Warlord's Bloodlust, Critical Strike. So this is the tier 6. Critical strikes heal for 15% of the damage dealt and grant you 20% attack speed for 4 seconds with a 2-second cooldown. And then Fever of Battle, your basic attacks and spells grant you a stack of Fever for 5 seconds, maximum of 10 stacks. Each stack of Fever adds 1 to 8 bonus physical damage to your basic attacks against champions, based on your level. Or Deathfire Touch your damaging abilities cause enemy champions to take 6 plus 50% of your bonus attack damage and 20% of your ability power in magic damage over 3 seconds. Area effects and damage over time abilities apply half of this bonus over 0.5 seconds instead. So like if I was going to be building for Zyra, which is my main, I'd be going this route. Yep. And then I'd take down here. Nope, I'd go movement speed. That's if I would get a flask, which I suppose could be useful now, and how their flasks work. Let's do it that way, and then deal 1%. So that's my mana regen. Yeah, do that. Restore health, yep. And then, oh, so here you can get the extra armor pen. So you can get armor pen. Oh, but I'm maxed out, so I can't go to tier 5. So like that would be, so you can do 1 branch and then to the 4th tier in a tree. So that is the new Masteries that are up on the PBE right now. It's going to be, this new preseason is going to be quite different. There's going to be so many different play styles and builds. Certain champions are going to be, hopefully this will bring back some of the older champions that have, fallen off because they just don't fit the meta. Be quite interesting. So if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it. And there'll be more about the new preseason changes soon. Thanks.